Few knew Danny Kaye wasn't just a comedic genius. He was also the king of his own sprawling Beverly Hills estate. Behind the laughter and movie magic, Kaye's massive ranch hid stables, acres of lush land, and a private family world that fans rarely glimpsed. From prized horses to personal retreats, his estate reflected a life of luxury and passion. Step inside and discover the full story of Danny Kaye's incredible home and private life. First, let's talk about Danny Kaye's personal life. He and Sylvia Fine, two of Brooklyn's brightest future stars, shared a neighborhood but did not cross paths in childhood. They grew up just a few blocks apart, yet their first meeting did not occur until 1939, years later during the production of an off-Broadway show. At that time, Sylvia Fine was working as an audition pianist, providing musical accompaniment for performers seeking roles. In a twist of fate, she discovered that Danny had once worked for her father, Samuel Fine, who was a dentist in Brooklyn. This small coincidence marks the beginning of a lifelong connection between the two. While Danny Kaye was pursuing work in Florida, he proposed to Sylvia over the telephone, demonstrating a blend of romantic spontaneity and practicality. Their courtship was swift, culminating in a wedding in Fort Lauderdale on January 3, 1940. From that moment, the pair remained devoted to one another for life, with only one brief period of separation in 1947 and 1948. During this interlude, Kaye was romantically involved with actress Eve Arden, but he and Sylvia ultimately reconciled, reinforcing the strength of their bond. The couple welcomed their only child, a daughter named Dina, on December 17, 1946. Early in her life, Dina found it difficult to understand her father's comedic genius. She reportedly did not enjoy seeing him perform, confused by the public laughter that followed his antics. Nevertheless, Kaye approached parenthood with a philosophy of freedom and encouragement. In a 1954 interview, he stated, "Whatever she wants to be, she will be without interference from her mother, nor from me." True to his word, Dina grew up to pursue her own career, becoming a respected journalist. The Kaye Fine household combined warmth, creativity, and a sense of independence, nurturing both artistic expression and personal choice. Despite his public charm and career success, Danny Kaye was not immune to gossip. Author Donald Spoto, in his biography of Laurence Olivier, claimed that Kaye had maintained a decade-long secret affair with the British actor. However, these allegations remain unsubstantiated. English journalist Terry Coleman, who spent 4 years examining Olivier's archives, including letters, memorabilia, and correspondence, found no evidence supporting such a relationship. Coleman remarked, "I did check it and talked to a number of people. In this mountain of material in the archives, I could not find a hint of an affair with Danny Kaye." This illustrates the frequent gap between rumor and reality in the lives of high-profile performers, even when they appear in sensationalized biographies. Danny Kaye also managed a carefully curated public persona. For decades, he presented his birth year as 1913, a fact often repeated in media and biographies. However, on January 18, 2013, during a 24-hour tribute to Kaye on Turner Classic Movies, his daughter Dina revealed to host Ben Mankiewicz that the actual year of his birth was 1911. This revelation, coming during the celebration of what was thought to be his centennial, underscored Kaye's attention to crafting his public image while keeping certain personal details private. Beyond his entertainment career, Danny Kaye was a lifelong Democrat and actively engaged in political discourse. He supported Adlai Stevenson during the 1952 presidential election, demonstrating his commitment to civic engagement and progressive values. His influence extended beyond politics and performance. Kaye served as godfather to actress Mary Louise Weller, further reflecting his lasting connections within the entertainment community and his role as a mentor figure. And now, something you need to know about Danny Kaye: that he faced significant health challenges in the final years of his life. In 1983, Kaye underwent quadruple bypass heart surgery, a major procedure aimed at restoring blood flow to his heart after years of cardiovascular strain. At the time, heart surgery of this magnitude was considered highly risky, even in the most skilled medical hands. The operation was necessary to address underlying heart disease, which had developed over decades of an active life filled with non-stop performance schedules, international travel, and philanthropic commitments. Kaye, known for his boundless energy and exuberant public persona, often masked the toll such a lifestyle could take on his physical health. The surgery, while initially successful in repairing the blockages in his coronary arteries, came with unforeseen complications. During the course of receiving blood transfusions, a common practice for patients undergoing major surgeries, Kaye contracted hepatitis C. At that time, hepatitis C was not well understood, and screening for the virus in the blood supply was not routine, leaving many patients vulnerable. The infection, which silently attacked his liver over the subsequent years, added another layer of medical complexity to his already fragile condition. Despite these challenges, Kaye continued to engage with friends, family, and charitable endeavors, demonstrating the resilience and dedication that had defined both his personal and professional life. Over the next 4 years, Kaye's health gradually declined as the combined effects of heart disease and hepatitis C took their toll. He experienced ongoing heart problems and liver complications, which occasionally required hospitalization. Compounding these issues, internal bleeding, likely linked to both liver dysfunction and the stress on his cardiovascular system, became a dangerous and persistent threat. Throughout this period, Kaye's family and close friends remained steadfast, offering support and care while he faced the reality of his declining health. His daughter, Dina, who had grown up in the spotlight of her father's extraordinary career, was deeply involved in ensuring his comfort and dignity during these difficult years. In the early morning hours of March 3, 1987, Danny Kaye passed away at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles, California, at the age of 76. His death was the culmination of multiple interrelated medical complications: heart failure, internal bleeding, and the long-term effects of hepatitis C contracted from the blood transfusion he had received during surgery. The loss of Kaye reverberated throughout the entertainment world, as colleagues, fans, and admirers mourned the passing of one of the most versatile and beloved performers of the 20th century. Tributes poured in from across the globe, celebrating his contributions to film, television, music, and humanitarian causes, reflecting the profound impact he had on audiences of all generations. It's time we talk about Danny Kaye's notable homes. Danny Kaye's formative years were spent at 350 Bradford Street in Brooklyn, New York, a modest yet historically resonant 2-story brownstone that bore witness to the early life of one of the 20th century's most versatile entertainers. Situated in a vibrant neighborhood of Brooklyn, this residence provided the backdrop to the young Kaye's childhood, shaping the environment in which his unique personality and innate talents began to emerge. Though the city around him was bustling with the energy and diversity characteristic of early 20th century Brooklyn, the brownstone itself offered a sense of stability and familiarity amidst the flux of urban life. The home, built in 1901, was leased in the name of Kaye's father, whose role as a provider and guardian ensured that the family had a safe and consistent place to call home. Despite the burgeoning demands of Kaye's career, which would soon propel him into national and eventually international prominence, he frequently returned to 350 Bradford Street. These visits were more than mere respites from the rigors of show business. They were opportunities for Kaye to reconnect with the neighborhood that had shaped his formative years, grounding him in the values, humor, and familial bonds that would define his personal and professional life. Inside the brownstone, the rhythms of domestic life were likely ordinary yet filled with the undercurrents of creativity that would later distinguish Kaye. Family meals, casual gatherings, and the simple joys of a Brooklyn upbringing, perhaps punctuated by piano music, singing, or playful antics, offered young Danny a foundation of warmth and imagination. It was in spaces like this, amid the interplay of family, music, and neighborhood life, that Kaye's precocious talents and quick wit began to take shape. The home was not only a shelter from the outside world, but also a microcosm in which his future artistry could germinate in relative safety and familiarity. The neighborhood surrounding Bradford Street in the early 1900s was a tapestry of working and middle-class families, many of whom had immigrated to New York in search of opportunity and stability. This milieu exposed Kaye to a diverse array of cultural influences from an early age, including music, performance, and humor that reflected the vibrant mosaic of Brooklyn life. It was an environment where storytelling, performance, and improvisation were valued social tools, skills that would later become hallmarks of Kaye's legendary stage and screen career. The brownstone, therefore, was not simply a physical structure. It was a crucible for creativity and a locus of social and familial learning, providing the young Kaye with both a sanctuary and a stage for early self-expression. Although Danny Kaye would eventually traverse the globe and command stages and screens far beyond the borough of Brooklyn, the home at 350 Bradford Street remained a touchstone throughout his life. It represented the roots from which his extraordinary career grew, a constant reminder of his origins and the formative experiences that instilled in him both resilience and a deeply human sense of humor. Even as fame and international acclaim demanded that he be on the move, the brownstone offered continuity, a reminder of the boy who had learned to dream within its walls, a place where laughter and family intersected with ambition and talent. In 1950, Danny Kaye and his wife Sylvia Fine purchased their iconic Beverly Hills residence at 1103 San Isidro Drive, marking a new chapter in the life of the beloved entertainer. The home, approximately 6,600 square feet in size, was situated in one of Los Angeles's most prestigious neighborhoods, offering both privacy and proximity to the vibrant heart of Hollywood. Designed by renowned architect Roland E. Coate, the house embodied a stripped-down classical Regency style, combining elegance with understated sophistication. Its architectural lines were clean and balanced, exuding a timeless quality that mirrored the taste and personality of its owners, who valued comfort and livability alongside style. The residence quickly became much more than a home. It was a reflection of Danny Kaye and Sylvia Fine's personalities and passions. Known for his effervescent energy, Kaye desired a space that could serve both as a private sanctuary and as a hub for social and creative engagement. The interior of the home was designed to be warm, relaxed, and inviting, balancing refinement with a sense of casual ease. It was the kind of environment where friends could gather comfortably, where laughter and conversation flowed freely, and where artistic inspiration could flourish without the constraints of formal settings. Among the home's many innovative features was a chlorine-free indoor lap pool, a cutting-edge addition at the time. This pool not only offered a private space for exercise and relaxation, but also reflected Kaye's interest in modern amenities and healthy living. Adjacent to the pool area, the couple incorporated a media room, a forward-thinking addition in an era when home entertainment systems were just beginning to gain popularity. This room provided the ideal setting for screening films, listening to music, and enjoying private performances, aligning perfectly with Kaye's multifaceted career in film, television, and stage performance. Kaye's personal passions were also prominently expressed throughout the residence. An enthusiastic and skilled home chef, he had a particular fondness for Chinese cuisine, and the home featured a specially designed kitchen equipped with restaurant-grade appliances. This culinary space was not only functional, but also a testament to Kaye's dedication to precision and quality in all pursuits, whether on stage, on screen, or at the dinner table. Many evenings in the San Isidro home were enlivened by Kaye's culinary experiments, blending flavors and techniques with the same playful creativity he brought to his performances. Despite its role as a private retreat, the Beverly Hills home was also a renowned social hub. Danny Kaye and Sylvia Fine frequently hosted gatherings that drew Hollywood's elite, including fellow actors, directors, musicians, and writers. These events were celebrated not merely for their star-studded guest lists, but for the intimate, personal atmosphere the couple cultivated. Guests often remarked that, despite Kaye's fame and larger-than-life public persona, the home retained a sense of warmth and authenticity that reflected the couple's genuine hospitality and love for sharing experiences with friends and colleagues. The residence's design and amenities allowed it to function as both a haven and a center for creative and social engagement. Its combination of classic architectural elements, modern conveniences, and personalized touches demonstrated a thoughtful attention to detail, ensuring that the home could accommodate Kaye's dynamic lifestyle. Whether hosting formal dinners, casual gatherings, or private family moments, the San Isidro Drive house was versatile, reflecting the interplay between public success and private fulfillment in Kaye's life. Although Danny Kaye's Beverly Hills residence at 1103 San Isidro Drive was primarily a private residential estate, the property was situated within a broader cultural landscape that had long embraced equestrian life. In the mid-20th century, Beverly Hills and its surrounding areas were known not just for glamorous homes and celebrity enclaves, but also for a rich tradition of stables, riding paths, and horseback culture. The city's history included private stables tucked behind estates, expansive bridle paths weaving through neighborhoods, and a culture in which horseback riding was both a leisurely pastime and a symbol of prestige. Archival sources and local historical accounts suggest that many residents, especially those in the entertainment industry, maintained stables or rode in the nearby hills, blending outdoor activity with social life in ways that reflected the unique character of mid-century Beverly Hills. Though Kaye himself was not documented as running a commercial equestrian operation on his property, the proximity to these stables and bridle paths made horseback riding a natural part of the recreational landscape. Private estates in the area often featured riding rings or small paddocks, and the local roads and trails provided safe routes for horses, reflecting a time when equestrian activities were woven into daily life for the city's affluent and artistic residents. These routes allowed celebrities and their families to enjoy outdoor exercise, scenic rides, and the companionship of horses without leaving the privacy of their neighborhoods. In many ways, the equestrian environment complemented the other recreational and creative outlets that Beverly Hills homes offered, from swimming pools and gardens to performance spaces and intimate social venues. Family recollections and historical notes indicate that Kaye had a broader appreciation for outdoor pastimes and playful physical activity, consistent with the energetic and theatrical persona he displayed on stage and screen. He loved to engage with the natural world, whether through casual garden activities at home, outdoor sports, or the occasional interaction with animals, including horses. Though not formally documented as an equestrian enthusiast in the manner of some of his contemporaries, Kaye's social circles often included fellow actors and performers who were part of the local riding culture. It is therefore plausible that he and Sylvia Fine were familiar with the equestrian lifestyle surrounding their estate and may have participated in horseback outings or simply enjoyed the visual and cultural presence of stables and riders nearby. The significance of this equestrian connection extends beyond recreation. It situates Kaye's life within the historical fabric of Beverly Hills during the mid-20th century. At that time, the city's identity combined Hollywood glamour with pastoral ideals, offering affluent residents the opportunity to maintain a semi-rural lifestyle amid urban development. Horses, stables, and bridle paths were integral to this lifestyle, providing both exercise and a socially acceptable form of leisure that connected residents to the land and each other. For a performer like Kaye, whose life often revolved around tightly scheduled studio work and public appearances, the presence of nearby outdoor spaces, riding culture, and recreational stables would have offered a welcome contrast, a way to engage in healthy, invigorating activity, and perhaps even a quiet space for reflection away from the pressures of celebrity life. While Danny Kaye is often remembered for his talents as a performer, his legacy extends far beyond the stage and screen into the realm of humanitarian work. One of the most enduring symbols of this aspect of his life is UNICEF House at 3 UN Plaza in New York City. Though not a personal residence, this building occupies a special place in the story of Kaye's life, reflecting his lifelong commitment to helping children and advocating for global welfare. For decades, Kaye lent his energy, fame, and voice to UNICEF, elevating the organization's profile and helping it secure vital support worldwide. His work with the agency was not a casual association. It was a deep and sustained commitment that ultimately left a tangible imprint on the institution. The building itself, strategically located in the heart of New York City's United Nations district, serves as the headquarters for UNICEF's operations in the United States. Within its walls, the Danny Kaye Visitors Center offers a dedicated space where the public can engage with the organization's mission and history. The center features a variety of displays and exhibitions that highlight UNICEF's efforts in improving the lives of children across the globe, from providing education and health care to responding to humanitarian crises. Through this center, visitors are invited not only to learn about UNICEF's initiatives, but also to understand the profound impact that committed advocates like Danny Kaye had in advancing the organization's work. The Visitors Center stands as a lasting tribute to Kaye's humanitarian achievements, emphasizing his belief in the power of individual action to create meaningful change. Kaye's role as a UNICEF ambassador was not merely symbolic. He actively participated in campaigns, attended fundraising events, and traveled internationally to promote the organization's goals. His involvement helped bring global attention to issues affecting vulnerable children and families, leveraging his fame in ways that few entertainers of his era had managed. Kaye's dedication exemplified the rare combination of celebrity and social conscience, demonstrating that artistry and advocacy could coexist harmoniously in one remarkable individual. In addition to serving as an educational space, the Danny Kaye Visitors Center embodies the spirit of inspiration and engagement that Kaye consistently championed. Visitors to the center encounter multimedia exhibits, historical documents, and photographs detailing both UNICEF's work and Kaye's direct contributions. This environment encourages reflection and action, inviting people to consider how they, too, can support efforts to improve the welfare of children around the world. Through these exhibits, the center captures the essence of Kaye's humanitarian philosophy, that attention, empathy, and concerted effort can tangibly improve lives, and that fame carries with it the responsibility to use one's platform for good. What do you think about Danny Kaye? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this, and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.